Hey there YouTube, this is Sign19 coming with you with another video. So today we're going to be doing some test hands with Baromagnes. So if you already watched my deck profile, you got a good idea of what's in the deck, but here's how the deck works. So we're going to jump right into it. We're going to do some shuffling and some things like some shuffling. First and foremost, that is our ride deck. So we're going to be shuffling some more. So everything is nice and fair. So as you guys know, we have online regionals and things like that. So we're gonna be shuffling in the terms of that. So 3, 2, 1. We're gonna go 3, 1, 2. So everything is fair. There's our deck. So we're gonna go with our first opening hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what we get. So we got a pretty decent hand. We want to send back the trigger to draw. Perfect. Can't ask for a better hand. So shuffle some more. Cut it into 3 piles. 1, 2, 3. We'll go in this order right now. Bam. So we have our opening hand. So we get our starter. Okay. Sorry, there's a bit of a glare. So then we go through the turns. Normally we draw. Throw away. Right, just going through the motions here. Let's say we're going second. Well, we'll say we're going first. So our opponent gets attacked first. We take the first damage. Now it's our turn. We draw. That's unfortunate. So you can see that. That's unfortunate. But what can we do? So we throw away Curtis to ride. Then this is the most important thing. By grade 2, you want to start your soul charging. So soul charge 2. That way by the time you get to your grade 3 turn, you already have 10 cards in the soul. That's where you want to be. So then we attack, drive trigger check. So we got the card back we just threw away, so that's great. Our opponent's turn, we can either intercept, depending if they have more attackers or not, but if they just have the one attacking the Vanguard, we want to take that attack. And then it's our turn again. Stand, draw. We're going to throw away the defense because we don't really need it right now. Activating the grade 2 skill. Now the card that you usually want to put into your soul is, if you have in your hand, is Deep Sonicer. That is your best target to put into the soul. Then we draw 1 card and then we soul charge another. So right now currently we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards in the soul by grade 3. And because we have that Curtis, we soul charge another 2. Now we have all 10 cards in the soul to start popping off. So at this point, there's really nothing much more that you want to do besides swing at their grade 2, swing, counterblast 1, draw a card, 10k in a crit. So the Vanguard gains 10k in a crit, twin drive first. Second, nothing there. And swing. Now, this is the basic idea going from grade 0 to 3. This is how you want your deck to go. So by the time you get to grade 3, you already have those 10 cards in the soul, so you get your plus 10k in crit. And from there, you just start gradually playing the game through and just start racking up cards in soul. So when you're able to get to your 15 cards in soul and you're clear that you're able to defeat your opponent, you have nothing to worry about. But if not, at least you have those 10 cards in soul, so every turn you're swinging with crit pressure. That's what Baromagnes wants to do. By grade 3, get to 10 cards in soul. So that was pretty easy. So now we're going to move on to the next deck. So you guys thought it was just the one deck we're doing? No, we're doing like 3 decks in this video. So as I clean up here, we're going to get to the next deck. And the next deck we're going to be showcasing is... Drum roll, please. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to be showcasing Magnolia. So just like before, we have a ride deck. We shuffle, 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 cut it into threes. There we go. Bam, bam, bam. Draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what our opening hand is. So, as opening hands go, let me change the lighting in here real quick. Get a little better lighting. Ba-dow! As opening hands go, this isn't bad. The only thing I would say to, if you guys really want to throw back the draw trigger, but this can be our first throwaway card, so this is a pretty good starting hand that I would say. So then we get our starter. Let's say we're going first again. We draw for turn. We throw away the draw. We ride. Nothing happens. Our turn opponent goes. We take the 1 damage. That's a draw trigger. So now we get to draw an extra card. Our turn. We draw another extra card. Then we can throw away 1 Duger. Reveal the top card of the deck. Unfortunately, back here. Don't want to do nothing more, so then we would just attack. Heal trigger. Perfect. We heal. Then our opponent goes, we take a damage. We take a damage. Bam. Our turn now, we draw. Let's say we throw away another Duger. Ride, skill, Soul Blast, reveal, Mantis. We slap Mantis down, giving plus 5k here. And then we go Duger, our big teddy bear. Because this is what our hand is looking like, we don't want to do nothing more than just that. Right? So then we go swing at the Vanguard, Twin Drive, heal trigger, we heal 1. We give all effects to the bear, second check. Activate Magnolia skill, counterblast 1, giving all effects to the bear to attack in the back row. So now the bear is 25. And then Duger we're swinging for last. Okay. Next turn, we want to maybe protect Duger. Take some more damage. Another draw trigger. Perfect. Power to the Vanguard. Draw. That's a nice draw. This is why we play draw, so that we can draw into our Persona ride. So we stand. We draw. Persona ride. Draw again. Then the reason why I play this card for the order is that we killed units out on the board that don't have any use anymore to draw another card, gain some soul, and to countercharge. And then from there, we can start playing cards that can help. Let's see. Unfortunately, my hand is too defensive oriented. So what we can do is move Duger back for this turn, knowing that we have another Magnolia for next turn, unfortunately. And just swing for 23. First check. Draw trigger. All effects to the bear. Draw a card. That's a good draw. Skill of Magnolia. They all can attack in the back row. Attack with the bear. Bear skill. Shift all its power to Duger. Duger attacks for another big number. Only 3 attacks, but these 3 attacks were really big. So now we're on defensive. So now we guard, we guard. We can perfect guard, throw away that draw trigger, right? And let's say we take another damage. All right. So now we're going into our last turn to try to end the game out. So we draw. We Persona Ride again. We draw. This time we call, activate skill, Counter Blast 1, Soul Blast 1, resurrect something. So like all those Dugers we were throwing away, call. And let's just call another Duger in the back row. So bam. Plus 10k. These all back here will get plus 5k. So attack, twin drive, first check, second check, no triggers, unfortunate because they're all in our hand. Skill of Magnolia, counter blast 1, plus 5k back here. So what I would do, I would go 15, 20, 20, 20, 25. So without any trigger effects or any other effects that give power, the natural back rows will normally have like maybe 15 to 20. The front rows not have to 20. Duger is the only card that is in the front row that is going to get plus 25. So that is Magnolia. Give me a second, I'm recording. That is Magnolia. One more deck to go, and then we will call it a day for this video. Been getting kind of interrupted left and right, but we'll make it through. So that's Magnolia. So the last deck I'm going to show you is the poster child for OverDress, which is, drum roll again, no, I'm kidding. You use Divine Dragon. So, once again, ride. We shuffle, we shuffle, we shuffle some more. Okay. Now, our starter is very special. We play Trickstar as our starter. Only because we want to secure that secondary Trickstar in the drop zone when we go into our grade 3 turn. You really don't care about the extra draw in this deck because there's ways to get it back, especially if you're going second, which I'm going to show you. So this is our opening hand. We want to keep the Trickstar. We want to send back the trigger to draw a new card. That's fine. We shuffle. Okay. We draw for turn. This is the perfect card that you wanted to draw. This is the reason why we don't care about having the draw on going second. So from there, we would drop the gray. Actually, we would drop the order. Then because we're going second, we attack. Draw trigger check. Critical trigger. Okay. And then our opponent will take. It's our turn again. We draw. We can drop that Verena because we know we're going to get it back. Ride. Search the deck for a Trickstar. Call it. Now the only reason why we call it to the front row is because we know we have that Verena Arcs in our hand to OverDress. If we didn't have anything, we would throw Trickstar in the back row just for safety. Now we go Verena Arcs, OverDress, Counter Blast 1, draw 2 cards. So that card that we didn't get for the starter, we got back due to that. Then what I would do next is I would just swing for 12, draw trigger check, over trigger. So we draw 1 card, our Vanguard restands, plus 1,000,000 power, and then we swing again. Draw trigger check. And then our arcs will attack to finish it out. So, what we do next is we protect the arcs. you want to protect the arcs as much as possible. Because they're going to swing for it because they know it's a very powerful piece on your board just leaving it there. So we guard that as much as possible, even if we don't take any damage. Then we draw. Then discard to Nirvana. Then we Soul Blast. Search for Verena. Add. Seeing how we already have a Trickstar, we don't have to use Nirvana skill, so we call. OverDress, sorry. And then we OverDress again. So now this has a steady plus 10k on it. This will get 10k when it swings at the Vanguard. And if we had any extra counterblast, we can get the front row plus 10k. But since we don't, we just play the dinosaur to give the Vanguard its 10. So Twin Drive, first check. Critical trigger. We want to give all those effects to Valiente. Then we attack plus 10k. We attack plus 20k in a crit. Then at the end of our turn, it goes back to being plus 10k even on your opponent's turn. Basically, this is the strategies that you want to implement when playing the OverDress deck this way. That way, every turn that you're building pressure on your opponent. Your front row will naturally always have the plus 10k. It's just how much more plus 10ks can you give the front row. This gives the Vanguard plus 10k. It gains its own 10k when attacking the Vanguard. And because you're OverDressed twice, your Verena Valiente will always have a natural plus 10k. So this way, your opponent has to guard a lot or they're going to suffer. This is how we play these three decks. So if you guys like what you saw, if you have any questions, or you guys want to try this out yourselves, please leave a comment down below. Like, share, subscribe the video. Let me know if you guys tried this out in your own locals and tell me how you guys did. So that is the Dragon Empire, the Dark States, and Stoicheia builds that I have come up with. If you guys like what you saw, like I said, leave a like, subscribe down below, leave a description. Let me know if you guys tried these out and how they worked for you. But these are the three decks that I have built since OverDress has started, and I have had so much fun deck crafting and theorizing how to build these decks. To be honest, the easiest deck that I've built would be Nirvana, and the hardest deck I've built would have been Magnolia. God knows how hard it is to build Magnolia up proper without all the good Sylvan cards coming up soon in set 2. But that's it for now. As always, see you later.